Hey everybody, what's up? It's Mike, obviously. So it's been a while since I posted anything. That's because we've been very busy. We just got back from 3 weeks in Kentucky for missions training, and it was awesome. It was just fantastic. But so something else happened while we were up there, and I need to preface with I hate roller coasters. Like I really do. I don't like them at all. I don't understand the enjoyment. I don't find it fun. I don't find it amusing. I don't find it entertaining. I just don't like them. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So I avoid them at all costs, right? Unless I'm like really compelled, I'm not going to do a roller coaster. That being said, recently for Grace's birthday, she wanted to go to the water park, which is also Kentucky Kingdom and Hurricane Bay, and we were pretty surprised, but that's what she wanted to do. So while in Kentucky, that's what we did. We spent most of the time at the water park, but they've got roller coasters all over the place there. It's a pretty cool place. You should check it out if you're ever in Kentucky. But over by the water park side, there's one roller coaster, and I kept noticing it out of the corner of my eye for the 2 days we were there. And so this little thing inside of me just kept saying, like, go do it. Go do it. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't like roller coasters. But finally, the end of the day, second day, we're getting ready to leave, and I asked Julie, I said, hey, you want to go to the roller coaster with me? She was like, sure. Now, Grace sat out because she definitely doesn't do that kind of thing. But there was no ups and downs, no upside downs, which I really hate. So I figured this could be safe, and it looks like it's a pretty quick ride, which in my brain for some reason didn't translate to fast, which with the name of the Kentucky Flyer, it probably should have. But anyway, so we got over there, we get in line, short line, it moves fast. There's actually two cars, I don't know what you call those on a roller coaster. There's two of those that go around. So like as soon as one takes off, the other parks, you load up and you take off, right? So it's pretty quick. So we get out there and we're sitting there and we decide we want to sit in the middle. We're sitting there and all of a sudden, next thing you know, is doom, right? It does that chuk, 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 chuk. And we're like heading up to the top. And I'm like, what am I doing? I hate roller coasters. Number one, I'm terrified of heights. But number two, I just don't like it. So anyway, we get to the top and we drop. And the first half of the ride is everything I hate. I'm terrified, my heart's pounding, I'm sweating, I feel like I'm gonna die, my eyes are closed. It doesn't even have a nice bar that goes over the top that you can grab onto, right? There's like nothing. I'm clenched onto the seat and I feel like I'm gonna rip something off. And then I heard God speak, right? So I should probably back up. So about a week before that, I was driving back. We were staying with a host family, a host lady, who was incredible. Absolutely amazing experience for us. But anyway, so driving back from the store about a week before this, and just out of nowhere, I start praying 1 Peter 5:6, which says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God, and in due time he will exalt you. So for a week before this, I'm praying this verse, like out of nowhere. I don't even know why, which that's kind of how that happens a lot. So I'm praying this verse for like a week. And so halfway through the ride, I just kind of feel God saying, trust me. And so real quick, I just pray, God, I humble myself under your mighty hand, and I trust that you'll exalt me. And I open my eyes, and I let my hands go, and I put them up in the air, and the roller coaster changed. Or rather, I changed, because really the roller coaster's not going to change, but something in me changed, and all of a sudden I was free. Now, the roller coaster was still the roller coaster, right? That obviously did not happen, but I was different. What was started as something that I hated and did not really want to do or like doing turned into an encounter with the living God. I felt God's love and presence and mercy and compassion and his wholeness just envelop me to where I was crying. I mean, almost like a baby, just because I could feel how much God loved me in that moment. Now, I would love to tell you that like life is like a roller coaster ride, or life is an adventure, or something really motivating like that. I would love to be able to tell you that. But the truth is life, right? And it's going to be what you make of it. Life's never going to be like a roller coaster, and life's not going to be an adventure. You're not going to be in situations where you need to humble yourself under the mighty hand of God and wait for him to exalt you, unless you and God do something about that. And yeah, I say you and God because really it takes both of you. And unless God just kind of pushes you out, which is another message altogether, you have to step out. At some point, you have to step out in faith. You have to step out into that adventure. You have to get onto that roller coaster, whatever it might be. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. But you know what it is. I'm sure God's been working on you with something and, planting seeds or whatever it might be. But you know that there's something that he's pushing you into. And that's what I want for you, is I want you to walk into that. I want you to take those steps of insanity sometimes into what God has for you. My life right now is pretty chaotic. It's all good. It's just chaotic, Like I said, we just got back from 3 weeks in Kentucky for missions training. In a month from today, you'll see this tomorrow. So in a month from yesterday, we'll be in France for our 2-month missions there and looking and seeing what God's going to be doing and how we can work with what he's doing. But it's all crazy. But it's okay, because we're humbling ourselves under God's hand. And that's what I want for you, is I want you to step out into that. But you got to do it. And it's awesome. And the waves are big. The hurdles are enormous. The pressure is intense, but it's so worth it, because in that and through that, you humble yourself under God's mighty hand and wait for him to exalt you. And you push into the Father, and you find solace and comfort that you never knew existed. You find a relationship with God you didn't even know was possible, but it only comes out of those trying times, that proving, that testing, that pushing, all of it together. And you push into God. And you find out who the Father really is, and you see what his heart is really like. And all of a sudden you're like, I'm never going back. That's what I want for you. Is I want you to walk out there and jump into that adventure that God has for you. Even if it's scary. Even if you might not like it. Even if throughout the whole process you're clenching and gripping for life, dear life. Because at some point he's going to say, trust me. And you're going to have to let go of that, put your hands in the air and say, I surrender. And it's going to be beautiful. It's just a thought.